So this painting, I can talk a little bit about the process of how these paintings come to be, because this one started with a dream. And in the dream, there was a little black figure that became figurative as it moved. And I was shocked because the figure was a little black figure that was moving, and it had extension. And I was intrigued by it and said, oh, that should probably go into a painting. I wonder how I'll get the figure to move. And then that black figure became a black figure that was bigger and seemed to be a figure on a horse eventually, and it kept moving also. And as it moved, it took on some color, and then it seemed to have a crown. And so I started the painting. I started with this panel, and I got a little bit of line on there for the horse and the man, and then said, oh, this painting will never do. It's much too small. I need another panel. So I went to the shop and got the stretchers and stretched the canvas, did this panel, and did the two of them. And with both of them, the rear end of the horse ends at the line at the edge of the canvas, which is a terrible place to end a canvas. So I realized after I had shown this a couple of times that I had to add to it. So I got two more canvases and ended up with 4 horses. And then I realized that this one could be a black one and this one could be a green one. So this one became a white one, and this one is a red one. The color of the 4 horsemen from the apocalypse, which I thought, well, that's cool. And I didn't want them more representational, so I added a little bit of this and that, and I kept playing with the scratching in the windows and came up with this church behind, and eventually with this little bay window with a little chapel behind an arch. So these guys are all in church. I don't know who that is. I don't know who they are. This guy looks like Mardi Gras. Has a great hat. But nothing's really defined. The things that are most defined are this foot, the horse's teeth, this guy's eyes, this one's crown, and this horse's face. It's kind of pretty. And the painting just kept developing, and I kept adding scratches through and adding more color and putting this red base on the bottom. And I like it.